Bowers, we're going to be late again. It was a hot August day, and I was out of breath and halfway through my second chili cheese corn dog from the Hoffman. A couple new friends and I kicked into a run on our way to summer freshman football practice. But as we rounded the corner, a car pulled up next to us. I looked into the window to see our massive senior football captain, running back, and linebacker, Charlie Brennan. Before I could assume the fetal position, he smiled. He said he'd seen our prep bags and was wondering if we wanted a ride up to the school. So we filed in, Charlie dropped us off, and that was it. This simple gesture thrust me into the concept of caring for the person that I would find prevalently intertwined in the academics and student life at Seattle Preparatory School. But mostly it just kept me from being late. You see, punctuality has never been one of my strengths. And parents and teachers have expressed concern that this inherent lateness might take time away from me learning the life lessons that Seattle Prep has to offer. But I have found quite the opposite to be true. Yes, academically, Seattle Prep is an incredible school. But I've learned just as much in the moments between classes. From the start of freshman year up until this fateful day, our goal has been to achieve the Jesuit ideal of the graduate at graduation. This consists of 5 qualities: being loving, intellectually competent, spiritually alive, committed to justice, and open to growth. Now I'm going to briefly show you how I've learned all of these values through being late for 4 straight years. Loving. Well, loving is walking into community ministry a minute before lunch ends to join Eric, Joe, John, and Cullen sitting in Father Fitter's office, blowing up hundreds of balloons to surprise the big man on his 85th birthday. Loving is junior year, walking to Miss McNeil's religion class when I catch a glimpse of a couple crows eyeing the egg of Seattle Prep's favorite neighborhood duck couple. The adult ducks were nowhere to be found, and when the crows swooped in, I had no choice. Before I knew it, I was in a 15-minute kung fu battle with the beady-eyed beasts. You see, I was in the moral dilemma of how to save this innocent creature without missing any more of Miss McNeil's awesome class. So eventually, I picked up the slimy little guy and brought it to class with me. That's loving. Intellectually competent. That's built from late nights and late starts, spent studying for the AP Calc test, or trying to put our United Nations resolutions together. Or just Bradley walking in late because he just finished his physics homework in the hallway. Intellectual competence is driven by Miss Dole's willingness to stay late, after school, to help me turn my freshman art project from a few brown splotches into an almost distinguishable beaver dam. Spiritually alive is being an hour late to dinner as my Kairos retreat group insists on continuing to discuss our religious beliefs and life paths. Or just a few days ago, when I was actually late to our graduation speech run-through because I was busy posing as Mary Magdalene in our cafeteria table's now Twitter-famous depiction of Da Vinci's The Last Supper. Then there's committed to justice. Well, class had started an hour ago, but I found myself sitting in the Commons with hundreds of my classmates, all supporting the Eastside Catholic students in their fight for the rights of their beloved vice principal after he was fired for marrying another man. Our intent was not to miss class, but simply to open a forum to discuss the situation, the policies of the Archdiocese, and plans of action that we, as students, could take in rectifying the situation. That's committed to justice. Or the JV football team sprinting down to Montlake, late to the O'Day game, because we'd spent the last 2 days on the Urban Plunge Retreat, serving the homeless in our community and living off $2 a day. Finally, committed to justice is serving Seattle Prep itself through cleaning classrooms and hallways, the one time I ever got jailed. For, of course, too many tardies. Now those of you following are asking, well, where's Open to Growth? Have I grown to become punctual over the past 4 years? Well, no. But this year, when I was driving to prep, late again to football practice, I rounded that corner by the hot bin and saw a few incoming freshmen. I pulled over in almost exactly the same spot and said in my best senior football player voice, "Hey guys, I saw your prep bags. Do you want to ride up to the school?" And I swear the skinny little kid leading the group was holding a corn dog, and he turned to look at me, and it was like looking at myself from freshman year. It felt straight out of a movie as his eyes connected with mine, and he said, no? We'll just walk, thanks. See, but the point is that I tried. And that is Open to Growth. What I've found is, lateness comes out of situations when one's love for the present outweighs one's anxiety for the future. The moments and opportunities provided by Seattle Prep have made it easy for us as a class to cherish and immerse ourselves in the present. Easy to get into the overly competitive and minimally talented triple overtime intramural basketball games at lunch. Easy to stay on the plaza just a few more minutes to join kids playing wiffle ball or watch Maggie Malone and Ellie Giza follow President Hickey off our slip and slide. Easy to lose track of time as we hold on to moments. Now, as a class, we sit upon this stage and feel time slowly catching up to us, the future looming over us, and our time together dwindling to a close. And I simply ask that we be late. Late to jump into the future. Late to start the next chapter. Late to run off to a new class at a new school. Jordan, you can cure cancer. Later. Sam and Jalen, you can win championships. Later. Mia, you can go back to bed. Later. Instead, let's take a second to recognize the memories and relationships we've built here together. Appreciate that. And use these moments, these opportunities we have now, to just be present with these people before it's too late. Before it's too late to recognize the work and extra hours put in by our faculty and staff to provide us with this incredible experience. Before it's too late to appreciate the sacrifices of all of our parents and families to give us this intellectual foundation. Before it's too late for me to stand up here and thank you, the class of 2016, for giving me 4 of the best years of my life by showing up for the smiles, laughs, crazy antics, power naps, tears, and unbelievable memories right on time. Thank you.